Welcome everyone to our annual State of the District breakfast. I'm so excited to see you here. I'm Kathy Beck, the extremely proud director of the most wonderful school district ever. I thought about everybody in this room, and I want you to look around because the fact was not lost on me. Every single person in this room has had an influence on the children and the education of our children in Cheatham County, and we need all of you. And personally, I want to thank you for your contribution, your support to this amazing district so that we can offer the best education for our children they so deserve. This is such a wonderful day. We love our State of the District breakfast. I want to thank Cal Blacker with Benchmark Realty. He sponsored the wonderful breakfast this morning. Let's give Cal a round of applause. It has been my honor to lead this district since 2017. It's been an incredible 8 years, and I want you to know that's been the honor of my life. Our theme this year has been Dream Big, and as we begin this program, a big dream that I've had is to have a student bluegrass ensemble. I watch Twitter all the time, and I saw this video. I don't know how many of you saw it, but it looked like about 7 children. They were siblings. They were sitting on the porch. I think Chris Cooper and I exchanged this video with each other. They all had instruments, and the title of the little post said, "This is what happens when you get your kids off screens." And I said, this is what I want. I want this for Cheatham County. And so I asked Chris, I said, will you help me put this together today to give you some student bluegrass? And I reached out to Gretchen May, who is the owner and amazing musician that heads up Fiddle and Pick down in Pegram. I was lucky enough in 2017, my husband gave me a gift of a fiddle. And I will tell you, I'm going to play with him this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I know all of us have watched all of the Barney Fife, the Andy Griffith, and I want you all to remember the episode where Barney wants to sing in the choir. And they put him back there and they keep going, just a little lower, little lower. That's me. Gretchen goes, now I'm going to put you over here, but the microphone's over there. I said, okay. So, we are very excited to have some students with us. We're going to play 2 songs. We're going to start with Angelina Baker, and then we're going to move into the second national anthem of the state of Tennessee, certainly in my house, Rocky Top. I also want to thank the children that are playing. So certainly we have Elsie Watt, and she is joining me and Gretchen on the fiddle. We have Carmen Baltz, and Carmen is on the guitar. Remington Hager is on the mandolin. Eric Koss is also on the guitar. And Chris Cooper is joining us on the bass guitar, so enjoy.
I also want to thank Chris and Chad for getting these mic stands and mics and all these wires and everything together for us up here, so thank you so much. Kathy, come back over here. Okay. So, you don't have to be close to that mic. You can just be here and we'll play with you. So, all right, Angelina Baker is a Stephen Foster, too, one of the early songwriters. Okay, so we're going to start with Potatoes and play it all together, diamonds, okay? Potatoes with me. this song is it was a very successful bluegrass song, believe it or not, before it ever became a football song. So we're influenced by Bobby and Sonny Osborne, and Bobby sang it all the way till 94 years old. How about that? He lost his brother early on, and a still long career. All right, so we're in key of G. Everybody breathe in deep. Turn to Jello. I want you to breathe in deep. Turn to Jello. Isn't that nice? So good to do that. All right. All right. Oh, I need my quarter of solos. That was one. See that? That's the only reason I need the chart. Okay. So we're going to do potatoes. Let's do potatoes. wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoggy smoke on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bills. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, half bear, the other half cat. Wild as a mink, but sweet as soda pop, I still dream about that. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Once two strangers climbed old Rocky Top, looking for a moonshine still. Strangers ain't come down from Rocky Top, reckon they never will. Corn don't grow well all on Rocky Top, brown's too rocky by far. That's why all the folks on Rocky Top get their corn from a jar. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. By being here in our Cheatham County.
Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. I want to first thank my amazing school board. It is National School Board Celebration Week, and I have the most amazing board. I work with them so closely. We talk all the time. You are in tandem with me, and the vision is clear, and together we are moving things monthly. And so I couldn't thank you enough. You're amazing. Thank you so much for all that you do. I want to recognize them. We certainly have David Reisner is our board chair. Yes, there he is. Amber Locke is our vice chair. We have John Patrick and Robert Epps and Coach Jimmy Harden and Dale McCarver. As we begin, I also am thinking back to the first board that ever hired me. And I think what a miracle it was that you would take a chance on some unknown woman from Colorado. Wow. I have several of those board members here today. I said, I don't want to do this without you, so I want to introduce them. We have John Llewellyn. We have Jennifer Hamlin. And by the grace of God, thank you, Lord, we have James Gluckson. We also had, who was the chair? Where are you, Kim? Raise your hand up there. Kim Messer was the chair when she hired me. I'm going to tell that story very quickly. I was watching that night from Colorado on Facebook Live, and when the vote was finally over, Kim sent me a text and she said, "Lord, girl, we've got a long road to hoe." And I thought, okay, we got this, we're going to do this, and look where we are 8 years later. Thank you to all of you for giving me the chance. It has been the honor of my life. I also want to thank the elected officials that are here today. We have our Cheatham County Mayor, Mayor McCarter, where are you? Thank you for joining us. We have 3 Cheatham County Commissioners with us today. I'm sorry, we have 4. We have, of course, Cal Blacker. We have Randy No, BJ Hudspeth, and we have Diana Level Pike. Diana, where are you? We have Cheatham County Sheriff Tim Binkley with us. Cheatham County Clerk Abby Short. Cheatham County Property Assessor Cindy Burney. We have Cheatham County Trustee Cindy Perry here. She had a meeting earlier to start at 9 o'clock, but thank you, Cindy, for coming. We have Pegram Mayor Charles Moorhead is here. And we have my friend and mentor, Dr. Danny Weeks from Robertson County. Danny, we feel you. Raise your hand. Thank you for joining us. We also have someone very special that's joining us as well. It is the Director of Cognia, the accreditation for the entire nation. Dr. Connie Smith is here, and she is in charge of Cognia for the entire state of Tennessee. Dr. Connie, if you'd raise your hand, let's give her a round of applause. Our district theme this year is Dream Big. And on your table this morning, you're going to see clouds. And on clouds, we had staff and students write their big dreams. And as I said before, it is all of our honor and good fortune to be in a job that our whole purpose is helping children reach their dreams. In our daily grind, it's easy to get caught up in a routine and forget the big picture. But it's our dreams that fuel our passion, drive our success, and inspire us to reach new heights. In 2017, we started writing the 5-year strategic plan. It was nothing but a bunch of big dreams. What do we want for this district? And honestly, we wrote it and we looked at each other and we said, how in the world are we ever going to pay for this? And here we are. We're on our second rendition, and somehow we were able, ESSER money certainly helped, but through sound financial thinking and budgeting and really spreading out the cost over 5 years, we were able, from that first rendition, to be able to meet 87% of those goals. We know I think that's pretty good. We know that dreams are not just figments of our imagination, they're blueprints of our potential and the driving force behind every great achievement that has ever happened across history. It involves setting big goals, believing in the impossible, and daring to take bold steps towards your aspirations. So, as I said, when I started 8 years ago, I had big dreams. We, my team, had big dreams. We had wonderful things that we wanted for this district, and we are proud of what we've been able to do. We have an annual report that we're going to share. We're going to unveil that. And the publication highlights all the accomplishments of the 2023-2024 school year, and everyone of you will receive, hot off the press, a copy of it today, right after breakfast. There will also be an electronic version available on our website, and we are so very proud of this publication. We want to thank Sycamore High School digital art teacher Levi Cooper and his students, Kinsey Knack and Devin King at Sycamore High School as well, for designing the reports. And when you see it, you need to know it was designed by students. Before I begin talking about the 5-year plan, I just also want to take a moment as I reflect on my time here and tell you that never in my years of 34 years in education have I worked with a more talented group of educators. My supervisory team are second to none, and if I had to go into any job that required stress, which, this one has a little, or needed innovative thinking, brainstorming, problem solving, any of the above, I could not ask for a better team. And so if you're a supervisor on my team, would you certainly stand? Let's give this amazing group a round of applause. This team is really responsible for everything you're going to see today, everything from the delivery of this breakfast to everything in this PowerPoint. They are amazing. The second group I also want to recognize today are my principals. I say my principals because I feel like they're my family. You have no idea what a hard job a principal is. It's one of the hardest jobs. It's 24 hours a day. It is 24 hours a day. You hear from people, parents, you're problem solving. You've got to wear so many hats. I really demand that you wear a hat that's instructional leader, but then we also have the manager piece, and it is a lot of juggling of a lot of plates. Again, the most amazing group of principals. I love them professionally. I love them personally. If you are a principal or assistant principal in this district, would you please stand and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. I care a lot about our mission and vision statement, and I'm going to tell a Jennifer Hamlin story that I will remember to the day I die. I say this with all love. When I was being interviewed, Jennifer asked me the question. She said, think about a mission statement. We're going to give you 5 minutes. We want you to write a mission statement for this district. Ready, go. And I thought, oh my God. So I'm thinking and I'm writing and I'm writing and I'm writing, and I came up with what I thought was a pretty good piece. And I loved it so much because when we actually did start writing I don't know if you remember this, when we did start writing the mission statement in real life, I said to them, okay, now it's time for y'all to get busy. Let's write this mission statement. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Ready, go. But that mission statement means everything to me, and it is we will create opportunities for students to be successful, lifelong learners and to develop into respectful and caring citizens who engage in a positive society. And that mission statement has haunted me my entire 8 years, and I wanted to be sure that anytime somebody said to me, what does this part look like in your district? What is the action here that we could quantify in our actions, every single piece of it? It drives every decision we make. We talk about it all the time. It is not just a poster on the wall. So as part of this plan and thinking about this mission statement, we created our first strategic plan. We started off the first one with 5 strands, and then when we got to the end of 5 years, we added an additional one. So we're going to show you a slide for each one and the overarching goal for each one. But again, everything we do is driven by this plan. Not only every decision we make, we ask ourselves, does it meet our goals? We also meet all the time and say, where are we on our goals? We also make sure that every principal, every board meeting has a principal, one principal, reporting to the board and the community, what are you doing in your school to meet these goals? We are tightly aligned from the top all the way through this district. So we start with academic excellence. I think that's a strand that every strategic plan in the United States has. And our overarching goal is we are ensuring that students are college and career ready. We also have technology as a strand. The goal is we are providing technology-rich classroom environments and opportunities for students and staff. Facilities. We are enhancing safe and effective learning environments. Partnerships, community engagement, this is so important to us. It truly takes all of us to make sure that we have a strong school district. We are strengthening communication and community connections, and I would even add action. Human capital. We are attracting, developing, and retaining a high-quality workforce. And our 6th one that we added is a sustainability strand. We are developing best practices to preserve our natural resources. So let's think about in the last year our achievements. We talked about this last year. Again, I had Dr. Connie Smith. It was important to me that she join us today. This was a big deal for us. This was a goal on the very original 5-year plan. And I remember talking to Dr. Connie and I said, this is something that's not only important to me, this is important to my board members, and this is important to the community. And I said, but you know what, we're not ready. We need some time to make sure that we are instructionally, academically sound before we go through this process. So we need a couple of years. I felt very confident when we started the process. It was an exhaustive process in that we looked at everything very deeply, very thorough. We did surveys to all stakeholders. While we didn't learn anything new because we were so in tune to what our strengths and our weaknesses were, it confirmed what we thought all along, which was very powerful for us. We are very, very proud to be an accredited school district by Cognia. It is an organization that provides quality assurance for schools, school districts, and education service providers. It took us several years to do this. Earning this accreditation provides a nationally recognized mark of quality for our district, and in being able to achieve this demonstrates to our community our commitment to excellence and that your children are in good hands in Cheatham County School District. So we want to thank Dr. Connie Smith for guiding us through this process, and we want you to know that we are so very proud of this designation. Speaking of designation, another one that we have really been working towards for several years is for our district to be a level 5. We were a level 5 last year, we are a level 5 this year. It's a designation that is given by the TBOS scores, which are all based on growth. It's looking at where a student was last year and seeing, did they grow at least 1 year's worth of academics in 1 year's time? A level 5 growth means that our students grew 2 or more years and had exceptionally high growth. And so while COVID came, and we all know how damaging COVID was in regards to the learning, our students have made a rapid movement towards getting caught back up through the strength of our wonderful teachers, our principals, and all stakeholders in this school district. We are very, very proud to be a level 5 district, and we also have some level 5 schools. In fact, this past year, we had the most level 5 schools in my tenure here, so that deserves a round of applause as well. The level 5 schools we had were Kingston Springs Elementary, Pleasant View Elementary, Cheatham Middle School, Sycamore Middle School, Harpeth High School, and Sycamore High School, all level 5 schools. Last year, we also had 3 reward schools. We had Pegram Elementary Fine Arts Magnet School, Kingston Springs Elementary School, and Sycamore High School. And then this year, once again, Kingston Springs Elementary was a reward school once again. That means top 5% in the state. So congratulations, that is certainly an honor. During COVID, the Department of Education started the Tennessee All-Core Tutoring. And we're in our 4th year of the Tennessee All-Core Tutoring program in our elementary schools. This program provides high-frequency tutoring in math and language arts in a small group setting. They can have no more than 3 children to 1 adult. The Tennessee All-Core program is designed to help students with the learning loss from COVID. Our program was one of 1 in 6 across the state that was recognized as an exemplary tutoring program. We're also very proud to have a Grow Your Own program to train our teachers to help our community grow into being a teacher, that they will stay here, and providing the support all along the way. We have developed a cohort with Dixon and Hickman counties, partnering with Austin Peay to offer this opportunity. Currently, we have 14 employees that are going through this program. These employees are assistants in our schools right now. They are taking classes either through Nashville State or Austin Peay. After they earn their associate degree, they're going to transfer to Austin Peay, where they will work with a mentor teacher here in our district. After that, they get their bachelor's degree and they're guaranteed a teaching position in our district. Our first Grow Your Own class graduated in May. We had Carrie Emerton, Taylor Newton, and Deanna Ray earn their bachelor's degree and join the district as teachers. Carrie's teaching 1st grade at Ashland City. Taylor is teaching 5th grade at Harpeth Middle, and Deanna teaches pre-K at East Cheatham. We also want to thank one of our own retired teachers, Jahel Mahaney. She retired in 2022. She now works for Austin Peay, and she helps us by supporting these teachers, and we could not do this program without her. So let's give them all a round of applause. Another program I am so proud of that we have in our schools, all 3 schools now, is we call it the JAG program. It stands for Jobs for America Graduates. And the mission of JAG is to empower our high school students, giving them the essential skills to excel in employability, education, and life. Through our JAG classes, students have participated in lessons on self-awareness, team building, communication, ethics, etiquette, financial literacy, and employability skills. You know, you see on Facebook people are like, why don't they teach you how to do this in high school? That's what this class is doing. They are teaching those skills that are life skills to be a strong citizen. Additionally, students have heard from a variety of guest speakers. I got to go spend the day and teach how to write a college essay with Miss Christina Pardue. You're going to hear more about this. Miss Pardue is going to share with you, but this is an amazing program. We are beyond thrilled to have it, and it's making such a difference for our students. We also are very proud to have a solar outdoor classroom and canopy at Sycamore High. As part of Connected Communities Initiative, the Tennessee Valley Authority awarded a grant to our district to construct a 50 kilowatt solar array, as well as battery storage and backup facility for the Sycamore campus. I hosted all of the directors in Mid-Cumberland in December, and we took them on a tour and showed them our solar canopy. I didn't quite realize this. Our whole kitchen is powered by the solar canopy. And so not only is it working right now to provide our power in specific areas in Sycamore High, it has a backup so that if the school goes down, it kicks in. We are very excited about that. Plus we also have, the canopy provides an outdoor classroom for any school to come do a field trip, sit under the array, have class, learn all about it. Another piece that was very important to me that I really wanted to make sure that we got in place was a program we have called Innovative Scholars. When we looked through our data with Cognia, one of the things that we saw and we knew was that you have a wide range of abilities for students in every classroom. And one of the areas that we felt like we could get better at was really in working with our high achieving students. How could we challenge them more? And so we created this Innovative Scholars program. These students participate in academic programs that go above and beyond the instruction that they receive in the classroom. This is also another initiative to try to compete with the private schools who are offering all these experiences all the time. Well, you know what, we are now too. We can offer as much as they can through the Innovative Scholar program. High school students are provided with job shadowing opportunities. The criteria for students to join this program is based on standardized scores and recommendations from their schools. And currently, right now, we have more than 300 students in this school program, and I'm beyond proud of that. My friend and director, Dr. Lynn Seifert, oversees this, and she's doing a beautiful job with this, so thank you, Dr. Seifert. We started a pilot program at Sycamore Middle. This was also on our 5-year plan, our original one, to train students to assist with the computer repairs in the building. So we have student tech teams now in all of our middle schools, and this really helps take some of the load off our tech team. And certainly they have learned, Chad has gone in and taught them how to repair computers in certain areas, and this has made the turnaround of an issue with the computer, get back in the classroom, back in instruction very, very quick. And so our children are doing this. Isn't that amazing? We're so proud of that. We also have our CTE program led by Chris Cooper. The state of Tennessee set aside $500 million through the Innovative School model to provide opportunities for our middle and high schools. Each of our high schools received $1 million, and each of our middle schools received $500,000 to grow and expand the innovative career readiness opportunities. Chris Cooper, our CTE STEM coordinator, has worked diligently on this project in coordination with the principals. This has been a really big lift, and they have done a phenomenal job. It has opened possibilities for the children in our districts and our schools, and we are thrilled to death with what we're seeing in these classes. Chris was named Cheatham County School District Supervisor of the Year this year, but he also was selected by his peers in Mid-Cumberland as the nominee for the Pioneer Award for CTE Directors. The Pioneer Award is presented to an individual who has demonstrated extraordinary leadership in the CTE administration. Chris will now have to go represent Mid-Cumberland region at the state. Chris is right back there. If you would all wave at Chris and give him a round of applause. Another initiative that is part of my heart, I go back to the mission statement that we will provide opportunities for all students to engage in a positive society, and that was the one piece that haunted me. I thought, I don't know what that looks like in our district. I'm not sure I could talk about that. And so we brainstormed, and I came up with the Kindness Grows Here initiative, where instead of us always asking our community, can you give to us, give to us, give to us, we flipped the script and said, how can we give to our community? How can we give back? How can we provide opportunities for our students, our staff to serve the community here? And so we partnered every single school with a nonprofit agency across the county from the north to the south. And their goal is to work with that agency and give back in multiple ways throughout the year, whether it's drives, whether it's fundraising, whether it's sweat equity. But we want to serve the community, and we want to teach our children the power of serving and servant leadership. And through the Kindness Grows Here initiative, we see that happening all across the district. Super proud of that. Many of our Kindness, I think, Grows Here partners are here today. If you are a Kindness Grows Here partner, would you please stand and let us give you a round of applause, please? Okay. It is our honor to serve you. Sports achievements. The 22-24 school year was a very successful year in sports for our district. We had 3 teams advance to the state tournament. The Harpeth High volleyball team advanced to the state tournament for the 4th time in school history. The Lady Indians placed 3rd in the state tournament. The Cheatham County Central High School softball team advanced to the state tournament for the 1st time in school history. The Harpeth High School boys soccer team advanced to the state tournament for the 3rd consecutive season. Let's give them all a round of applause for getting to that point. We also had several student athletes qualify for the state tournament in a variety of sports. Certainly, we want you to recognize those, and they are all listed in our annual report that you will receive at the end of the breakfast. One of our favorite nights is the Education Hall of Fame night, and I have to give complete credit to former board member Tim Ray for coming up with this beautiful idea. Man, there's no better way to serve than being a teacher. And it creates a lifelong legacy for children that will pass for generations. And I'm so honored that we honor these great educators through honoring them for a night and also recognizing them with their pictures on the wall that will stay in our school district. We inducted our 4th class into the Cheatham County Education Hall of Fame. Altogether, 48 individuals have now been inducted since 2021. The Hall of Fame honors those individuals who have made significant contributions to the growth and development of education in Cheatham County. Personally, the night that we induct these is one of our favorite nights, and if you haven't been, I encourage you to go. We are currently accepting nominations for the 5th class. Another thing that we do in our district that I'm so proud of, and it has gotten bigger and bigger every single year, is we were thinking about what about the students that don't care to go to college, but they want to go straight to work. How can we help that? And so my amazing team put together a job fair, and it's in May, and we bring in, last year we had over 50 businesses there, and our students that are graduating and want to go straight to work can come with their resumes, set up interviews, some left with job offers, and see what all is available in the surrounding area and also in Cheatham County. This has been a tremendous program, and we are so proud to be able to make sure that we meet every student's needs, whether they want to go to college, trade school, or straight to work. We are here to help them realize their dream. Looking ahead, so as we think about what's on the horizon, specifically in CTE world, we're excited. We're going to create a War Eagle farm. This district farm is an outgrowth of our Farm to School initiative. The farm will be located behind our bus garage up off Sweet Home Road. It will meet needs, many needs will be met, such as a research and studies center for upper level students in our agriculture, career, and technical education classes. It will be a central receiving and distribution point for proteins and produce to be used in the district Farm to School programming and meals, with our nutrition department and our formerly new career and tech culinary program that we are looking forward to getting off the ground. It will also serve as a training and resource hub for local producers with assistance through the Cheatham County Extension. We are so excited about this. We talk about it all the time, and I look forward to seeing the War Eagle Farm be totally finished. Speaking of our Farm to School initiative, we are eager for the opportunity to expand this program. Having successfully completed the $50,000 pilot grant by USDA, we have applied now for the second phase, the implementation grant, which will provide approximately $100,000 of equipment and training to further our farm to table farm to school grant using local farmers, whether it's with their beef or their produce, and have that in our cafeterias for our children and staff to eat. We also have 3 middle schools and Riverside Academy received greenhouses, and most of them are powered by solar. We are so excited to work through this with our pre-CTE program to help students prepare to make choices in high school in regards to agriculture. Another piece that was important to me as we look at our 5-year plan is to start a composting and recycling program. This has taken a little while to get off the ground, but we're there. We are partnering with the compost company to begin a pilot process in 3 schools, West Cheatham, Ashland City, and Sycamore High, for composting recycled cafeteria waste. Down in the south, we have all kind of farm animals. Mr. Sewell practically has a farm down there growing on the campus. And so why couldn't we take some of the waste in the cafeteria to help feed these animals? I think we can do better in this area, and through this composting and recycling, we're going to do just that. It also helps teach our children about the power of recycling and composting. So we are very excited. The contract has been signed, and we are ready to roll with that. Here's a goal of mine that has been in my heart the whole time I'm here. We've not met it, but I'm just going to put it out there and say all of a sudden there's a glimmer of hope. I really envisioned, one of my big dreams for this district for the past 8 years was to have a clinic on one of my buildings that our staff could utilize when they're sick. Families could even utilize, but our staff would not have to pay a copay, and it would be a way to get in and get things such as strep throat or a flu shot, or not anything serious, but a lot of things that we deal with, sinus infection, whatever, taken care of through us. We have the opportunity. There's a grant that's come open, and we had to write a letter of support. And so I'm going to encourage Stacy Brinkley, keep this on your radar. This is a huge benefit to our staff. It's a huge benefit to our community. And even just not having to pay a copay can make a difference in money in the pockets of all of our staff. So we are really hoping to not only get this off the ground, we also are thinking it would provide a place for work-based learning for our students that are in the health fields. They could go and they could learn to, listen to heart, or I don't know what all you do in the medical field, but whatever you do, there'd be a place for them to practice. All right. This year, I want to thank, again, going back to the board, past board, future board, the power of having guaranteed and viable curriculum to use in classrooms is immeasurable. We have amazing curriculum in math. We have amazing curriculum in literacy. This year is the science adoption. And so we are in the process right now of looking at science materials. I know Kim Duke is a science teacher. And they spent the other day looking at and reviewing curriculum, and she sent me a note. She goes, "This was one of the best days of PD I've ever had." And I thought, yes, it is time for us now to adopt guaranteed and viable curriculum for science. And so my hat's off to them, because these teachers have been putting together their own resources. We have a few things in technology that we give them to support, but it will be so nice to have a full-blown research-based curriculum tied to Tennessee standards. I can't wait to see that happen. We're right in the process of doing that. Here was an issue that was a little bit of a challenge for the board, and we're going to, instead of say challenge, we'll just call it an opportunity. I love Cheatham County High School. It reminds me of the high school that I went to in terms of the building. It is obviously an old building, but man, it is steeped in tradition, and people love that. And certainly the same feelings were with our stadium. But all of a sudden, a year ago, we got a message by some pretty big, important inspectors that said it's not safe to put people on, and we were like, well, there you go. We got to do something. So we had to tear it all down, and we're building it back up now, and it will be bigger and better and more safe, and we're excited about that opportunity. We appreciate the board's patience and support of this. We appreciate Jeff Hobbs' leadership on this. He's done a phenomenal job. Thank you. Let's give Jeff Hobbs a round of applause for that. We anticipate that the new aluminum bleachers will be installed in the spring, and that the Cubs will be able to resume playing their home football games in the fall. So we can't wait to see that happening. Well, speaking of sports, you might have heard about the rebranding from Cheatham Middle. That was another opportunity. Who would have thought that the Cincinnati Bearcats would have gotten so upset after forever and ever and ever that we also are the Bearcats? I think we embraced that with gusto. We made lemonade out of lemons. We are very excited to take on the Musketeers. Again, Jeff Hobbs is working with a company called Synergistics, who is providing all the marketing, the branding for us free of cost, and we are excited to roll that out. So we are thrilled to death to have the Cheatham Middle School Musketeers, all for one, one for all. We also have some new construction projects going. I will tell you, in my 8 years, I have gotten one email from a particular man for 8 years, and he's always been very angry at me for 8 years about no concession stand down there in the south. And I was so excited to finally go, it's happening. 7 years, it's happening. We got this going. They are beautiful. I don't know if you've seen them, but they look so wonderful, and this is going to make such a difference that for those fields, our students and parents and family and visitors don't have to use porta potties to go to the bathroom. This is wonderful. So we are going to have them at Harpeth Middle School, Harpeth High School soccer field, which is located behind Kingston Springs, Harpeth Middle School, Harpeth High School softball field, which is on the Harpeth Middle School campus, and the Cheatham Middle School football field and soccer field. There's one being built there. Drive by them. They're wonderful. We are so excited to be able to do these and offer these for our community. We have switched. We're getting rid of those diesel buses. They are expensive to run. They're dirty to operate. The parts are getting to where you can't find them, and they're so expensive. We're moving to propane. And we have studied this. Cal and Jeff, thank you again for your leadership on this. Propane is certainly a cleaner fuel. We have heard rave reviews. Clarksville Montgomery has moved almost to their entire fleet of propane, and we have had excellent experience with what we've got so far, so we look forward to moving forward in that arena. We are continuing to focus on maintaining our facilities. We've got some roofs, oh my, that have got to be replaced. We just continue to march through that. These buildings are old, and we have a bunch of schools that are in need of roofs and HVAC systems. And I'm just going to say a plug right now for the HVAC systems. They are working way past their prime, way past the date that they said is their end date, and they are struggling. And so we put together a 5-year plan in terms of need and age for our HVAC, but man, oh man, Cal Blacker will tell me that the maintenance, they're drowning trying to keep up with the HVAC heating issues right now. And so we've got to move on this as fast as we can. We want to thank the Cheatham County Commission for including money in the Education Debt Fund that allows us to update our athletic lighting. This is another thing that had not been updated in I don't know how long, but desperately needed updating, and it certainly provides a safer place, and we're using the LED lights, I believe. I just said made that up. That might not even be true. It sounded good. Is that good? Okay, that's what I thought. But we want to thank the Commission for adding our athletic lighting into their ed debt line item. So we want you to stay connected with us. Your feedback means everything to us. We are here to serve you. So now I'm excited. I've got some people that are going to go into more detail. We're going to start with our JAG program. As I mentioned, the Job for American Graduate program earlier. In 2024, the Cheatham County Central High School JAG program was named the outstanding JAG program in all of Tennessee. This was a huge accomplishment, as it was the first year of the JAG program under Christina Pardue's leadership. There is no surprise that it was the best in the state. Additionally, Cheatham County Central High School students Peyton Hudson and Jarrett Wilson earned the top spot with first place in the JAG Tennessee decision-making competition. See, we're helping them to even learn how to make decisions, and that was in Washington, D.C. They earned first place. I can't wait for you to hear all about this amazing program. Please join me in welcoming Christina Pardue.
Thank you, Dr. Beck. Good morning, everyone. I am Christina Pardue, the JAG specialist for Cheatham County Central High School. A dream come true for me. This is an ultimate job, and I am blessed to work with the students I get to work with. I work alongside April Williams at Harpeth High School and Danny Waltman at Sycamore High School. I am honored to be here today to talk about our outstanding Jobs for America's Graduates program. This year, Cheatham County Central plans to compete for the recognition of distinction of our highly successful customer service business model. So we hope to bring home another championship to our county. For those of you who may not know, JAG is a career and technical education capstone course. It is designed to help seniors add to their CTE experiences by further developing their transferable skills that they will need to succeed after graduation, whether it's in college or the workforce. Our program focuses on student leadership, service, and essential life skills. We also connect students with guest speakers, educational field trips, and apprenticeships to explore college and career options. The JAG specialists commit to maintaining contact with our graduates for 1 calendar year after graduation to follow up in an effort to continuously support them through their transition to adulthood. April, Danny, and myself are making great strides in our classrooms to help shape the next generation of positively contributing citizens for Cheatham County. Our student success stories across the county are another reason to celebrate this program. For example, a Harpeth High School student, Ava Lovelace, recently landed a coveted job at HCA upon graduation. And as Dr. Beck mentioned, 2 of our students from my school, Peyton Hudson and Jarrett Wilson, won first place in their decision-making competition. Many of our college students recently are several of last year's graduates are off to a great start on their journeys. Many of our college students earned top academic honors in their first semester away, which is pretty phenomenal. Most of them struggle, so we're very happy about that. And then we also have several students who chose to enter into the workforce who have already received promotions and pay raises and are doing great in their new jobs outside of school. We attribute this to the JAG training that these students received in customer service skills, conflict resolution, time management, and workplace ethics. Looking ahead, we are confident that the JAG program will continue to play a vital role in preparing our county students for college, career, and overall life success. We are always looking for partners, though, to assist in our efforts. So if you are interested in becoming a guest speaker or providing our students with work experience opportunities, please do not hesitate to reach out to any of the 3 of us. In addition, our 3 programs are collaborating to host our annual career fair on May 9th at Cheatham County Central for all 3 high schools upperclassmen. And if you would like to participate, I will be happy to assist you. Thank you for your time and continuous support of our programs.
Another source of pride for us is being a unified champion school district. We have 2 nationally recognized unified champion schools. Harpeth High School has been nationally recognized for years. This year, Harpeth Middle School was named the only nationally recognized middle school in the entire state right now for this class. Let's give them a round of applause. A unified champion school receiving national banner recognition is one that has demonstrated commitment to inclusion by meeting 10 national standards of excellence. These standards were developed by a national panel of leaders from Special Olympics and the education community. Harpeth Middle School, again, is the 2nd school to receive this honor. It's the first one in Middle Tennessee, in all of Tennessee this year. We are extremely proud of our unified work. As you might recall, we were the first in the entire state to be named a unified district, and we will carry that sort of pride forever going forward. This morning, we are so honored to have Ashley Gagliano, the mother of a Special Olympics athlete, speak to you as to what this program means to her. We also had invited a unified partner student, Luke Noble. I'm sad to say he's sick, he will not be here, but we want to welcome Ashley to the stage, and she will tell you what this means to her that we prioritize being a unified champion school and district. Ashley, come on up.
A little bit.
Good morning. Thank you so much for asking us to be here. I'm here with my husband, John, and that cute little sixth grader redhead in the back. I first want to say that we cannot get him to eat a sausage biscuit to save our life, but he's not on one, he's on two right now. So, thank you. To be able to speak on Unified Club, I need to first start of how we came to be at Harpeth. Back in the spring of last year, we knew that our Nashville Zone school that we were preparing to go to just wasn't the right fit for Greer. As a special needs parent, you become very good at trusting your gut in situations that you know just isn't the right path you need to take with your child. Through word of mouth, we were told to check out Harpeth. In a week's time, we had made our tour with Abby Dotson, the special needs teacher at Harpeth, who is actually in Gatlinburg right now. We have 3 students being represented by Harpeth at the Winter Special Olympics there. In our tour, we knew within 5 minutes that this was the place. And let me tell you the 3 things. The first one, a sweet child walked right up to us and said hello. So being a middle school student and having that interaction with an adult just made my heart. The special education room, I'm not familiar with Cheatham County. I grew up in Clarksville, and we actually had this room in our high school, so I didn't know it was actually in other schools, but the special ed room has a full kitchen, washer and dryer, a well-made bed, and a living room area to hang out in. As parents, we love that they teach life skills, which is so important to us. And the icing on the cake was the Unified Club. It does not go unnoticed at all that we have middle school students getting up at the crack of dawn. Our school bell rings at 7:45 and they are there at 7:15. They're not after school program, it's a before school program. So they're there at 7:15 once a week. These students are intentionally committed to be involved in making friends with other students that might not have the ability to make friends very easily or quite often as others. We hear on repeat from Greer, the 2 Jakes, Trey, Ben, and Dalton. I was going to get emotional. Sorry. We have seen firsthand how much this has impacted Greer. Not even a month into school, John and Greer went to a middle school football game. John called me as they were leaving, telling me that you're not going to believe that 5 people came up to him and said hello. Sorry. I'm happy this is happening here. That they are not going to believe that there's 5 people that came up to Greer. Out of the 5, 3 were students that said hello to him. A few months later, special needs parents were invited to the school for the induction of Harpeth becoming a nationally ranked Unified Club school. To celebrate, we had a Unified Club basketball game, and they went all out. There was a jazz pep band, a very supportive, excited faculty, a game announcer on the PA system, and the loudest cheering student section you've ever heard. I can take this whole morning by going on and on about a wonderful experience in the short 5 months that we have had at Harpeth. The importance of the Unified Club gives both typical and non-typical students opportunities of confidence to interact with each other on a daily basis. Abby does a wonderful job building and fostering those interactions and relationships. It normalizes the differences of typical and non-typical students. It allows students like Greer to recognize a friendly face in the school halls and out in the community. In this small corner of Cheatham County, I cannot tell you how much our family has been blessed with your welcoming commitment to our Greer and his special needs classmates. The inclusion that you have spread in the school that will then spread all over, and the ongoing support you give all of our kids. Thank you again for having me this morning, and Dr. Williams, thank you for your wonderful school.
That's how we do business here in Cheatham County. That's how every district should do business. That is what's important right there, is it not? Goes back to our mission statement. All right, one of our highlights is to hear from our students. We have some of the most amazing and talented students this morning. You're going to hear from 3, 1 from each high school. So you're in for a treat. We're going to start with Mr. Peyton Hudson of Cheatham County High School. Let's give Peyton a warm round of applause and welcome him up here.
Well, I sat up front so I wouldn't have to look at everybody, but I'm thinking that might have been a mistake. Ms. Pardue, what do you think? Well, my name's Peyton Hudson. I'm a senior at Cheatham County Central High School. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. Thanks for having me. I understand this year's theme is Dream Big, and I have 3 main big dreams for my adult life. And the first one is to remain debt-free, and I don't mean, of course, forever. That's a good goal to have, but particularly I mean student loans. And the JAG program, which Ms. Pardue talked about, has taken great steps to help me do that. The process of filling out Tennessee Promise and FAFSA and all the guest speakers. I'm now going to be able to go to community college for 2 years for free while I figure out what I want to do after that. And that's available to everybody, but Ms. Pardue makes that process a breeze. And my next dream is to find something that I really love to do and do it as a career, because everybody says if you love what you do, you never work a day. So about back in 2018, way back when, at this very school in 6th grade, I joined the band program, and that's been a great thing for me. I've really enjoyed playing the music. And then in Ms. Pardue's class a couple months ago, in comes this National Guard recruiter, I don't quite remember, Sergeant Jeremy Parks, that's his name. And he tells me that I can join their band, and they will, 1, pay for school completely when I get out of community college. They'll give me amazing insurance rates and super good retirement benefits. So to come to find out I can play music at a professional level, and it'll pay for my schooling, and just it set me up for life. That was a great thing, all thanks to the JAG program. And another thing is they travel all over the world completely free just to play music, which I don't know about y'all, but I love to travel, so to go for free just to play music is incredible. And that brings me to my third dream, which is to travel. Freshman year, I joined the theater program, which is amazing, headed by Miss Lauren Street. And little did I know that that would check that dream of travel off my bucket list, as just last summer, Miss Street has set up a study abroad program, and we took a trip across to London and then all across northern France. And then in 2 years, we're gonna take a trip to Rome. So who knew that just through joining theater, I could knock that dream right off my bucket list, and we're gonna do it again. So if you're keeping count with me, that's 1 dream that's already been fulfilled, and 2 that I've taken great strides, all because of the good programs at school. I'm beginning to think I might not be dreaming big enough here. But I'm not the only one from school that could come up here and tell you how great our programs are. We have kids that are certified welders. We have kids that if something happens to you and you go get treated at this hospital down the road, you might see one of them in there in some scrubs treating you, which is incredible. We have kids that can fix your car. That's something that I don't think gets talked about enough, is that we have a shop class that I don't know anything about cars. And if something happens to my car, I can take it in there, buy the parts, and they'll fix it completely free. And that's available to all the students. So that's a really great thing. So my point being is we got a lot of programs here, and no matter what you want to do, you can find success and a good path to get there through our programs. I had a teacher that told me once that no matter what you do, you got to shoot for the stars, or shoot for the moon, excuse me, because even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Thank you.
Next, we have Caroline Ferguson of Harpeth High School. Please welcome Caroline.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Caroline Ferguson, and I'm happy to be speaking on behalf of the students at Harpeth High School. First off, I would like to thank Dr. Beck and Dr. Rector for giving me this amazing opportunity. I have been a part of the Cheatham County School District for 13 years, and specifically the past 4 years at Harpeth have made me the person I am today. Throughout my time at Harpeth, I've been involved in many different clubs like Unified, Harpeth Havokers, Student Council, National Honor Society, and more. I've also been a cheerleader all 4 years, and this year I was awarded Tennessee Coaches Association All-State Team. I was even given the opportunity to speak on behalf of my classmates as a student board representative. By being involved in these clubs and activities, I have been given opportunities that I could have never imagined. For example, last spring I was able to attend a leadership renaissance to learn how to improve many aspects throughout our school. I also attended a unified summit where I learned how we can grow unified clubs throughout our schools and community. These are just a few examples of how clubs have benefited me. These clubs would not be successful without the support of Cheatham County and the administrators at Harpeth. I am beyond lucky to be supported by the teachers and staff at my school. Their dedication to fostering a positive and inclusive school environment has made it possible for me and my peers to thrive both academically and socially. The teachers at Harpeth make an effort to stay involved in extracurricular activities, whether it be games, supporting clubs, or organizing events. Their support is always felt to the students around them. My time at Harpeth has made me a better person. Like I said, I've grown academically and socially. As I look back on these 4 years, I know this county has set me up to be successful in so many ways, and I hope to see future students say the same. Thank you.
Next, we have Reagan Holden of Sycamore High School. Reagan.
Good morning, everyone. I would first like to express my gratitude to Dr. Beck and also Miss Winning, my awesome principal over there, for choosing me to be the one to represent Sycamore High School and all the amazing students we have, so I'm very grateful. I'm here to talk about my dream, specifically that we had in kind of our big arts program at Sycamore. So when I heard the theme Dream Big, it sparked so many thoughts in my head because it's something that I've known so well. I've dreamt big my entire life. Now, it's usually a saying that dreams die out, but not at Sycamore they didn't. Being a member of Lyric for 2 years and as well as drama club, choir classes, and theater classes for 4 years respectively, I never once let them die out. These programs that we kind of offer have warmed a little performing actor's heart just a bit, and I've not ever once felt my dreams being discouraged, but only being pushed forward. The sense of community and belonging that comes with being a part of these programs has really made a positive impact on not just me, but many of the other students' lives there as well. These programs have guided me in the direction that I've planned on going for years, as I will be attending Maryville College in Maryville, Tennessee, majoring in theater performance and being a part of their the choral performance program as well, so I'm very excited for that. And being a senior, I find myself being in upcoming 8 theater performances as well as 16 upcoming choir concerts, so that's incredible, I find. And, you know, we have always made an effort to advertise these around our school. You can always hear the humdrum in the hallways and on the intercoms days beforehand to advertise these, and oh, there's a performance going on, or there's going to be a concert. So it's always just very, very heavily advertised, and I cannot be more thankful for that. Now, another one of my dreams was to always be recognized for my work. And now I find myself in that exact position thanks to Sycamore, and I couldn't be more ecstatic and grateful. These programs have put in so much work and dedication to all the respective crafts, whether that be vocal music, instrumental music, acting, and as well as media arts. We really do proudly showcase these, and that truly makes a difference with the way everyone views us and perceives us. With being in these programs, I've now found myself being a section leader in choir, a leadership member in choir, a leadership member in drama club, as well as also in my sophomore year, I was the drama club sweetheart, and this year I am now the choir sweetheart. So I would like to give a very big thanks, even though they're not here, to Maggie Mason, our choral director, Caitlin Page, our theater director, and though I've never been a part of band because I promise you don't want to see me try to play an instrument, Malik Sylvester, our band director, for really just having such a positive impact on everyone's lives. And I love how all of these teachers continue to make such friendships and community with all the students, and they not only comfort us, but they push us forward out of those comfort zones to try something new. So concluding off, just my biggest dream, not just for Sycamore, but for the entire district, for everyone, is to always reward the creatives around you, because the earth without art is simply just, eh. Thank you so much.
Our final speaker this morning is our alumni speaker, and it's kind of symbolic in practice. It's Assistant Director Stacy Brinkley. I want to say a few words about Stacy Brinkley. She has worked arm in arm with me for 8 years. We laugh all the time. We say we're basically the same person. We will look at each other in meetings and we know we're thinking the exact same thing all the time. People have asked if I was her older sister or aunt, maybe mother. I'm not sure. I certainly could. But it has been the delight of my career to work with this brilliant educator. She is smart as a whistle. She has leadership skills unlike any others. And I want to tell you, in this transition of her moving into director of schools, great choice, but there's a calmness. People are calm, people trust her, people look forward and they know who Stacy is, they know what they've got in her, and they are excited about her leadership. So please help me in welcoming Stacy Brinkley, the next director of schools at Cheatham County.
Well, I was really worried because I have to follow Jeff Hobbs, and if you were here last year, you know that he gave like the most amazing alumni spotlight speech. But now I'm following 3 amazing high school students who, again, spoke so prolifically. So let's give them one more round of applause before I begin. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to be this year's alumni spotlight. I would say that my kindergarten teacher and my mother would probably be surprised because I actually ran away from kindergarten. So I'm sure that they're thinking being the alumni speaker and the future of director of schools in Cheatham County could be very laughable. Last year, we had the privilege of hearing from Jeff Hobbs, who challenged us to shift our perspective. Instead of asking our students what they want to do, he encouraged us to ask them, who do you want to be? This profound shift in thinking resonates deeply with my own journey through education. First as a student, then as a teacher and administrator, and now transitioning into this new role. Standing in a school building, I'm reminded of the teachers who saw something in me I couldn't yet see myself. They weren't just educators, they were visionaries who helped me with a glimpse of a future beyond my immediate horizons. I remember sitting in classrooms not yet knowing that one day I would stand in front of them. My journey has been supported by 2 remarkable women, my mother and my grandmother. They were my first teachers in the art of believing in possibilities. Through every degree at Austin Peay State University, they stood firmly in my corner, their unwavering faith in my capabilities often exceeding my own. They taught me that education isn't just about learning facts, it's about discovering who you will become. When I think about what it means to take a chance on someone, I'm reminded of my own request to our school board to consider me as the new director of schools. Taking a chance isn't just about risk, it's about recognizing potential and having the courage to nurture it. It's about seeing the spark in someone's eyes and fanning it into a flame. Every day in our schools, we have the opportunity to be that person who helps others see beyond their current dreams, just as others did for me. Speaking of taking chances, I want to express my deepest gratitude to Dr. Kathy Beck. She exemplifies what it means to believe in people and their potential. Under her leadership, our team in Cheatham County has reached higher and dreamed bigger than ever before. She didn't just give us opportunities, she created an environment where we felt empowered to seize them. The question before us now isn't just about what we can do, it's about who we can be for our students, our colleagues, and our community. Every day, we have the opportunity to be someone's catalyst for growth, someone's bridge to a bigger dream, someone's reminder that they are capable of more than they can imagine. As educators,
We aren't just teaching subjects, we're shaping futures. We're not just managing classrooms, we're cultivating those dreams. When we take a chance on someone, whether it's a student, a colleague, or ourselves, we're not just betting on their current capabilities, we're investing in their potential, their passion, and their purpose. In closing, I want to challenge each of you to be that person who helps others see farther than their current dreams. Because sometimes all it takes is one person and believing in someone else to set in motion a lifetime of achievement. I stand before you today as living proof of that truth. Grateful for every person who took a chance on me, and I am committed to paying that forward in our school district and community. Let's continue to ask our students not just what they want to do, but who they want to be, and let's be the kind of people who help them discover ideas they never thought possible. Thank you. I would like to ask our chairman of the board, David Reisner, to come up and say a few words before we close today.
What is he going to say? Well, welcome everybody to the home of the Musketeers. Yeah, good job. I told Jeff Hobbs this morning on the way over here. I was trying to remember to say Musketeers, don't say Mouseketeers, because that's what wants to come out of my mouth. But he said that's a testament to his age and my age. And most of the young people here are probably like, who? What? Don't know what you're talking about. So I have to remember to say Musketeers and not Mouseketeers. But for those of you who may not know who I am, my name is David Reisner. I represent the 6th District on the Cheatham County School Board, which encompasses mostly the Kingston Springs and a little bit of the surrounding area. I've been vested in the Cheatham County School District for quite some time. First as a parent, as a lot of you. My son attended Kingston Springs Elementary, Harpeth Middle School, Harpeth High School, and graduated in 2019. And I'm proud to say is a working structural engineer today, and that's a testament to his education in this school district. So certainly vested from the get-go with that, and certainly proud of him. And I only mention that just to extend my gratitude to the school district for putting him in the position to succeed, as many of these young people have shared with you today in terms of how they feel. I've had the honor and privilege to serve on the Cheatham County School Board since 2016, and for the past 5 years as chairman. So as chairman, as some of our former board chairs know, you get to work pretty closely on an almost day-to-day basis with the director of schools. Dr. Beck is great about keeping not only me informed, but keeping our entire board informed of what's going on in our school district on a daily basis. As I began my tenure in 2016, it was clear that the Board of Education at that time had a different vision for the future of our school district. We needed someone that shared that same vision to lead those efforts. And by the grace of God and a good selection process, that person was Dr. Kathy Beck. Dr. Beck began her service to the school district in 2017. And I have said this publicly before, but I'll say it again because it's so true. Being part of the hiring process of Dr. Beck as Director of Schools was one of the first and one of the best decisions that I've ever been a part of serving on the Cheatham County School Board. Dr. Mack immediately went to work in assisting the Board of Education and putting us to work in reality with the development of the strategic plan that she alluded to earlier. And we are on, I guess, our second generation of that strategic plan now to begin a new plan for development of several areas, not only academics and instructional programs, which certainly are a given for any school district, highlighted by several accomplishments during her tenure, creation of our first certified STEM elementary school, our Pigram Fine Arts and Magnet School, our well-defined 3 areas of instruction in liberal arts, math, and now science. But it goes beyond that. She began to help us to identify things that need to be improved in our buildings and our structures. We have an aging school system, and as she talked about with our HVAC, we have some challenges. But with all of our vested partners, we're meeting those challenges in terms of our facilities. Our sports complexes, as she alluded to, our infrastructure, investment in our human capital, as she alluded to, keeping our teachers motivated, keeping our teachers well paid, and just making it a joy by creating an environment in which they want to teach. And teachers are amazing. They're vested through the good, the bad, and the ugly most of the time. We certainly want our administrators, our principals, and all of our staffers and employees to feel like they're a part of that process. Advances in our technology for our school district and making our school district a one-to-one device school district, creating opportunities for our students to participate, as she talked about, in keeping those things maintained. Creating new opportunities for our sports programs, as well as all other extracurricular activities, as she alluded to with our unified district and other such clubs. But one thing she didn't mention, and I think she's done a wonderful job with her team, and that's the safety of our students. The ability for kids to learn all begins with them feeling like school is a safe place to be and a safe place to learn. And I feel like that the school district under Dr. Beck's leadership has done an excellent job with that. It was also very important to Dr. Beck from the get-go to foster a good relationship with our county leadership, our local leadership, and our community partners. And we're certainly thankful to you, and many of you are here today, for joining us in that partnership. We could not do what we do without your contribution. So we say thank you for your partnership in that regards. Dr. Beck helped us navigate through probably what I consider in my own personal opinion, one of the most trying times in education, and that was COVID-19, probably since desegregation of schools. I mean, it had that much of an impact on not only our local community, but the nation. And it was a crisis of first impression, and that we had to respond to. And Dr. Beck went immediately into overdrive and began to lead us with her expertise and her resources and help us get to the other side of that crisis. And as she talked about earlier, making great strides and making up the learning gap that all school districts had to recognize and deal with. So through her efforts, Cheatham County School District has received local, state, and national recognition on many, many fronts. So it's certainly a testament to her leadership. So with all that said, without hesitation, I can honestly say on behalf of all prior school board members and the current Board of Education, thank you for sharing with us your leadership, your education, expertise, and experience in public education, your mentorship to so many, and that includes not only teachers and administrators, but all employees of the Cheatham County School District. But most of all, your passion, and strong passion, might I add, to student success in our community and school district. We celebrate you, Dr. Beck. We've got some video to share with you, and then we'll have a presentation, so don't go anywhere.
best years of my life ever. Thank you for letting me have the opportunity to serve you with the most brilliant people that I dearly respect and dearly love. Thank you for each one of you and the contribution you've made to the children in this community. It matters. This school district is worth investing in, and it takes all of us. Thank you so much for spending time. I know we're over. Wow. I'm truly humbled and very deeply touched. Thank you, and have a wonderful week. And let's finish this year strong.